Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Dillingham told me pregame he has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the return, it's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Commodores' offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. Throws it off the RPO. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reynolds. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll run him again. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Follows his blocks. It's Phillips. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab in their space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Hauls it in, the first down and more.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, and he's done a good job getting his quarterback up for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Lewis to throw. Flush to the left. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Thomas. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
Touchdown Doors! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This guy figures to be a big part of the offense, Parker Livingstone. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's been so much fun watching this offense, and a big part of why they're in college football playoff contention has been the passing attack, and this wide receiver specifically, and kudos to him because he had a lot of expectations on him and a lot of attention from opposing defenses all season long. He keeps showing up, and he keeps making plays. Nobody has been able to cover him, and there is no question in this game, if they're going to win, he's got to have a big day.
Out wide right, it's McIntyre. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it on the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bentley. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. On the run, fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. It's Walker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away.
Going the other way, and he's got room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Caught, and he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. RPO complete. Stop right there. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now. Give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it break.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On the run, it's Walker. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Bentley. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Walker. He's stopped.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's McIntyre. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. In the red area, it's Walker. Brought down, but not before he fooled his way inside the 10 to the 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They give it back to him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Jumped on top of the pile. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a crease. It's Walker. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for room. Spinderella. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown here.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Abrams. Man, you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Drives inside. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Lewis. Right side, it's Abrams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the number 23 team, the USF Bulls. And it's the 49ers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Nashville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Avant. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. Taken down right away. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Abrams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Lewis. Tight end finds a soft spot. At the 20, he's got space. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Commodores come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. And the RPO got it. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Lewis to throw. Moves to his right. Headed to the end zone. And he finds his way out of bounds. Real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Makes the grab on third. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Man, they have been great on fourth down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Fourth down, Lewis. Fires to the right. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. To the air again, Lewis. Look out. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. The Commodores trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Commodores! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Left side is McIntyre. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside, it's Walker. Runs through a tackle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Takes the handoff. It's Walker. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
He did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
They were really hopeful he could make a... Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He never had a chance to convert this fourth down as the defense makes the stop. Final play of the quarter coming. Here's Lewis to throw. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out wide left, it's Bettis. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
From the gun on third down, Lewis. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll pull it down and run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He's changing the play. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And send the tight end in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Cuts it upfield. It's Walker. Makes the tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled.
Snags it, and there's running room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Play action with Lewis. Buying time to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Quick step and go. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Touchdown Sooners! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Motion from the wideout. In the backfield, it's Thomas. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-up poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
The Commodores with the 1st and 10. Looking for running room. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Defense all over him.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.